final question for you is kind of more open-ended for you. The average person who drives by out there on the street and they go, that's where Lake Cares is. What are they? They're a food pantry. What are they missing? What do they not know? What would you want them to know about this place, Lake Cares?
My name's Chrissy Stile. I do serve as the City of Mount Dora's mayor, but probably more importantly, a volunteer here at Lake Cares. I've been volunteering here for almost 3 years and absolutely love it. With as busy as my schedule is, I would never give up my day at Lake Cares. In my role here volunteering, you get to touch the food coming in, you get to touch the food going out, you get to put it in the car and see the people's faces who are actually going to need and use that food and the supplies that we provide. That's number one, which is huge. Secondly, the numbers are growing in leaps and bounds. In just a few years that I've been here, the number of clients that we serve has grown exponentially. If there's ever a day where you're like, gosh, I have so much to do at home or so much to do at work, and I have Lake Cares this morning, there's never a question that you've just got to show up, because the amount of people that need us are growing so exponentially.
So what I want the community to know is it's not Lake Cares' building, it's the community's building. We are here if you are looking for an opportunity to give back to your community, come volunteer with us. We're here if you're down on your luck and you need food. Don't be ashamed to call us and let us know what's going on. We're here to help you. We're here to keep your story private. We are here to just be your voice, to get you up, and I just want everyone to know in Lake County that when they invest in Lake Cares, they're investing back in their neighbors, their community, and their future. Because if we don't have people fed and healthy, ready to go and work, then we all lose. We need people to continue to make the choices. And if someone wants to jump in and help us, we're here, no matter which level you need us on. So I just want everyone to know that we're grateful to be present here in Lake County and to have a door open for those who are in need or who want to give back. Either way. They're our community, friends and family, and we want to make our community stronger. And the typical client or neighbor that comes to see us comes from all walks of life. We're going to have your 85-year-old who will never go back to work, who is living on a limited income, who can't make it with the little amount of funds that they receive each month from the government or what have you. And then we're going to have the working class families who are struggling to put food on the table for their kids. Rent's up and they're having, do I pay my rent and keep a roof over my head, or am I living in a car, and, all that kind of stuff. So we take that small burden off their plate with having to know where their next meal comes from. And one thing that's unique to Lake Cares is we track everything that our clients or our neighbors are doing. If they've lost their job, we want to know, are you seeking another job? How can we get you employed? Like the story I just shared with you. It's just taking that small moment and treating them with dignity to see where they're at in their life and how we can help intervene or get them what they need if they're just at limited resources.
Glass.
Oh no, I moved the glass ones.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want that to show.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Right. So you've got all this stuff going on right here, okay?
Yes.
There's not a lot of space though right here.
No.
Okay, so is this one of the reasons that you all need a new facility? Because there's just not a lot of space here when you're trying to put together these pallets.
Most definitely. You see, everything's
all around.
Everything is one level. We don't have shelving to be able to put things up. So yeah, we do whatever we can do with the space that we have that is offered to us. But you know what? It always works out.
And these are all volunteers that we see here today.
Of course, yes. We have Beacon College with us today. They 25 strong, plus their staff is 28 of them here, and we needed every last one of them.
So you're filling pallet after pallet. Where are these going?
These are for our summer kids program that we have, 750 kids that we will be serving this summer. So each box is filled with 5 weeks worth of breakfast, lunch, and snacks for the children. Each child will get one twice during the summer, so it's 5 weeks, 10 weeks worth of food.
Wow,
yeah. So, hey, it's a lot going in these boxes, and it takes a lot of people.
My name's Don Martin, and I'm a member of St. Philip here. I've been here since 2000. I'm just one of the guys that volunteers for some things to do around here, and I also volunteer with the backpack program, which a friend of mine started, I think, 5 or 6 years ago, I believe, Skip Thorson, and then Bob Miller and his wife took it over, and now Bob's running it by himself with assistance from us. The backpack program is a very good program. We fill bags every Friday morning with food, a bag of food, and for 55 kids at Triangle Elementary and 23 kids at Lake Hills School. Every school day, every weekend, school weekend, we do that. I would think if you didn't have food for those kids, it could be very, very bad. Food bank will supply food to them as a family, but they can't do it every weekend, like we are here. And it's evidently a need, because not all kids take it. Not all kids in these schools take them. But these kids, I would think, must need the food because they take it. I don't know what they would do.
We have been very fortunate that the volunteers that we have over 200 volunteers that help us do what we do all these days that we do it. But they don't do it efficiently and haven't been. We touch the food and move it around 5 and 6 times, depending on where it comes in and where it comes off the truck, if it goes to our warehouse we presently have. What the facility and the layout and what has been done by the team, and it was a diverse team of all the players that actually do the food distribution, is to be able to bring in the food that we get efficiently, get it to the place it needs to be, whether it's the freezer, the refrigerator, or the shelf, and then be able to redistribute it efficiently. We will have the ability for the trucks from Second Harvest to the big semi-trailers to come in, back up, unload, and we can get it into the facility. All of those logistical things that we've always had to work around Hills, because the way we're set up right now, here we are sitting in a 2-story building, and yet a lot of our space is upstairs, but bringing the food upstairs doesn't make sense because guess what? You got to bring it back down. So this facility, which sounds like a lot, I agree, really is going to have the storage, the proper storage, which we've always had, but it's always been in different places, all in one, so that we can then pull the food efficiently and let our volunteers really enjoy volunteering and not go home with the aching back sometimes because they've moved the same thing of food 3 times, because that's what we needed to do in the space we've adjusted to. We've got to have what they need within reasonableness of what they need, because they have become dependent on knowing until they no longer need. And we can tell you stories of clients that came to us for months and then left because they got a job, they found the housing they needed, they resettled, and they come back and they give donations to us to help the next one. We have some wonderful stories about that. And then we have others who struggle and will continue to struggle.
What happens if Lake Cares isn't around?
There'll be people who will not get the support they need. It's just a reversal of that. It's just a cold, hard fact, and I hope I'm never here for that.
People don't realize that we're just not giving food away. Our volunteers actually have gotten to where they've developed friendships with the people who come in, and they look forward to being able to talk with them. They follow their needs. People who struggle with poverty, they're very transient a lot of times. They live in different places. Oftentimes, every time they come, there's a change. Either they have their grandchildren now and they need more food, but that sparks a conversation with the volunteers and they learn. Something else a lot of people don't realize that we provide for children. We have a heart for kids here. We want to make sure that kids are taken care of. The school knows what kids need it the most, right? They're with these kids every day. They know the situations at home. And so they will tell the school liaison, make sure so-and-so gets food this weekend. Make sure this child gets to take home food this weekend. And those are the kids who get the food from the children's feeding program that we supply the food, but the school officials decide who takes it home. People don't realize that we have specific programs that target specific needs within this food pantry. So Lake Cares isn't just a place where we hand out food. It's a place where we really care about every single individual that we serve. We follow up on them, we track them, and we want to know how they're doing. What else we can do for them, what other agencies we can connect them to help them with their other needs. And ultimately, even though we are very caring about the people who come here, ultimately we hope they get to a place where they don't need us anymore. That's our goal, is to get them to a place where they won't need our services, all the services that we provide at a food pantry.